It's now for updates on sports stories from across the globe. Aaron, the Baron Akirajola, joins us. Good morning, Aaron. How are you
Very good
today?
morning to you, Vimba. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Morning.
And let's start it off from the Premier League. Bad news for several managers in the Premier League, as one man has decided he will extend his stay for another 2 years. Pep Guardiola, Joseph Guardiola is his name, and he has decided to ink a new deal that will see him stay till the summer of 2027. And may the festivities continue, or may the winning streak continue. He's got 6 Premier League titles under his belt, several FA Cups, Champions League. We can go on and on and on. His passion rings through and through. If we were to press it further, of course, this is what he had to say. I have a really special feeling for this football club. That is why I'm so happy to be staying for another 2 more seasons. 6 Premier League titles to his name. He's unmatched at the moment. He's unsurmountable. Let's see. So let's see what happens. But the Premier League returns this weekend, match day 12, at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City will be hosting Chelsea, opening the floodgates of things. Key matches to watch out for this weekend. Manchester City against Spurs. Let's see what happens in that particular game. Ruben Amorim will be taking charge of his first game when Ipswich Town welcomes Manchester United. Okay, away from that, in the Formula One, Sin City will be hosting the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Rufai, everyone is excited. It's always filled with color, lights, and glitz. Let's see what actually happened. Lewis Hamilton and the gang will be in action. And let's tell you that from yesterday, of course, practice 1, practice 2, don't forget the practice 3 later on today. Then qualifying this evening, then the Grand Prix on Saturday, spilling into Sunday time here. But looking at the race, the title for the championship, 86 points remaining up for grabs. We've got 3 more to actually go through. And at the moment, one man is chasing Lando Norris, and he will be hoping to have better luck as he will be going against Max Verstappen, who is closing in on another title. Away from that, here in Nigeria, the NPFL has actually pledged to fund football here in Nigeria. And they've said they will throw their weight around football like they did back in the 80s when they had a club, NMPCFC in Warri, and they're hoping to probably synergize. And I'm happy about this because we need more funding for football and sports here in Nigeria. So NPC decided that they will throw their weight behind football and help fund football largely is a welcome development. But in the meantime, Rufai, we spoke about the Nigerian League and IMG, the global company that has actually managed some of the biggest sporting events in the world. And as a matter of fact, they are the promoters of the Premier League. They actually promote the international part of the Premier League, have actually said they are coming to Nigeria to partner with us to help fund and build our league. And I spoke to Shehu because this is what he had to say.
Locally, it's something that I've been working on before. Since 2013, when I was involved with the league management company, the league.
Okay.
Which we have a conversation with the IMG, and I bring the IMG to see what they can come to do. After that, I tried to bring Fox Networks Group. They were here in Nigeria also trying to see how they can intervene and invest in the domestic scene.
Okay.
We tried to do Red Strike. All those deals are similar to what we are trying to do now with the IMG. IMG are professionals, and the fundamental of what we are trying to resolve, first and foremost, is to resolve the capabilities for the production of the domestic games.
Okay, sir.
People, even on your network, I see a lot of people come in every day, your colleagues talking about, the games are not on TV, this. No, Nigeria have sports, football in particular also, cannot develop outside the problems and the deficits in Nigeria. It has to develop within that context.
Rufai, something is cooking. I must say that something is cooking. But in the meantime,
first before we talk.
okay.
I don't like
In the meantime,
things are cooking in Nigeria.
in the meantime, later on this weekend, of course, the Nigeria Premier Football League would actually continue. Bended Insurance starting off things with Kwara United. Of course, Enyimba against Sunshine is what to watch out for. Rivers United against Abia Warriors, and so we're looking out for things. And finally, before I end it, ex-international chairman of the Anambra FA, talking about Chikelo Elosin, has said that even if Mourinho comes to coach the Super Eagles, nothing will change. That they lack character, they lack motivation, and the players are just, for lack of a better word, garbage. And the coaches will come and go, but the players are the ones that have been maybe rotten to the core.
So that's not entirely a statement of facts, because we had a Dutchman that came at some point in the late 80s called Clemens Westerhoff. He met a lot of these problems too on ground, but he instilled a great deal of discipline.
But he got time. He was given time.
Hang on a minute. He came in the late 80s. By 92, 93, we had started seeing the results in about a year or two.
Yeah.
He consolidated that in 1994, where the most entertaining team. Corruption, yes, swept him away, but in the nick of time, he did it. So it's not a case of giving somebody time. How many years did we give Genero? And you know who I call Genero? Genetro. I give him Europe name, I call it Genero. How many years did we give Genero? Could he fix anything? No. So we're not ready. As regards NNPC, I was a little bit taken aback. I just hope they're going to deal with transparency coming into sports. But if NNPC loves sports so much, in their annual report, we hear they spend 10 billion on one charity project. Probably they can be title sponsors of the league.
Not a bad idea.
Out of that 10 billion that they spent on one project that they've not been able to put out in their report, if they can give the league 5 billion and make them title sponsors, and probably when you'll have the likes of IMG, maybe they have to coordinate how they are going to even, because see, we forget that this league first is a product. We need it on recording, on live streaming. Every game's recorded. If we are going to do the logistics in such a way that those production companies will be set up in different zones so that people don't need to travel, let's do it. So at least we can capture every game. I have the product, then to sell. That's just it. So if NNPC will bring their 5 billion, be title sponsors, at least ITO used to be sponsoring Super 4 and some other thing part of the league. They were bringing their 5 billion. And IMG comes to package it. Then IMG starts to sell to international television. Then we can see some money. It will be done with transparency. Because see, it's not a hard thing to do.
True.
Look at the Formula One you're talking today. We know how Bernie Ecclestone was in the vanguard of marketing the Formula One. Formula One was not a popular sport at some point. But then Bernie Ecclestone did a lot of work at marketing, and at some point they cashed out, and they even moved out, and they transited. So it's not rocket science. The Premiership, I remember vividly, go and read Lord Sugar's book. In fact, after their meeting, when Lord Sugar bought Spurs, Tottenham, when they were making an agreement, they didn't know the amount to charge BBC and other television companies for the league.